Rose, back there.
In the green?
With the pink drum next to the green white shirt. Yep. All right, we're going to start the presentation tonight with a 30-minute segment. Dr. Rose Rojas Dufek. So Rose over there, you guys have seen her come to all these meetings. But I got to tell you, Rose has so many skills, so many talents, and she's got a lot of education. And she holds a PhD from Arizona State University's School of Social Work. Rose is a certified 6th-generation Reiki master teacher, has been a tarot card reader for over 30 years. She is a shamanism student. She's also a holistic life coach. She's the owner of Desert Grace Light in Scottsdale. And Rose uses hypnosis in her practice. So she does a lot of things in her practice. Originally, when she was going to come here, she was going to bring a table with some rocks and do a session with somebody. But today we're going to talk about shamanism and how that is incorporated in hypnosis. And Rose is also going to lead us on our meditation before I come in. So something to think about before she gets started on this meditation. She's just asked for you to come up with an intention. Is that right? All right. Let's put our hands together and welcome Dr. Rose Rojas Dufek.
Well, hi. Sandy had asked me to present for her, and at first I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Amongst all the tools that I have in my tool bag. So I decided to do a shamanic journey and explain what it is because of the similarities between doing a shamanic journey and hypnosis. In a shamanic journey, there's 3 parts to it, which is, beginning, middle, and end, like in hypnosis. And the person does have to relax and do their journeying, and then they have to prepare to come back. So that's the 3rd part. The difference between hypnosis and a shamanic journey is that in a shamanic journey, the purpose is to either ask spiritual helpers to come forward, to either request a journey, or to assist somebody with some kind of emotional issue or something that is bothering in their life, but they're open for spirit to come and assist. Sometimes the spirit can come forth in the form of an animal. Sometimes it comes forth in the form of a master as a person. And in a shamanic journey, there's different things that different places that a person can go. You could go either to the underworld, in which case, during the journey, you go through either a cave into the earth, or you see yourself in a forest with a big tree that has an opening in it. The purpose of going into the earth would be different than if you went to a neutral dimension, which is another place that somebody can go. Or you could go to a higher plane, in which case you would have to choose like going up the stairs, or you can envision yourself in a cliff, or suddenly a flying carpet comes and takes you away, or you can take off in a bird, or whatever your journey's gonna take you. I believe that the important part in the journey is basically to open yourself up to spirit. Unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know how some may feel here, we have disconnected ourselves from nature. We've become very technological. We are destroying the earth. So there's been a revival in shamanism for some reason, and most of the people that are practicing shamanism these days are not, native of whatever lands, like Native American or Aboriginal and so forth. So it's now considered to be more like a neo sort of shamanism, modern shamanism. But there's a revival of it these days. So anyway, I wanted to take you guys in a journey, but first I wanted you to kind of set an intention if there's something that you wanted to work on, either emotional or if there's something in your body that has been bothering you, you can put it forth. And I have decided that everybody's gonna go into the belly of the earth. And the reason why is because most of us are afraid to go in the darkness because it's dark and we don't know what's in there. But sometimes we can find a treasure in there or a true healing, or we can allow ourselves to fully let go. And maybe letting go of fear can also allow us to receive some kind of healing. So well, I'm going to kind of be guiding it because it is kind of a guided meditation. For advanced people that do journeying a lot, the only thing that the person that's facilitating the session, they just do the drum. But for people that have never done it, it's almost like a guided meditation. So I'm going to be playing the drum. First, we have to call the healing spirits to come forth and assist. So we're going to do that, but first we're going to close our eyes when we're ready. Would you like the lights turned down? A what? Would you like the lights turned down? Sure. And excuse my drumming skills. I'll do what I can. So we're going to close our eyes. I'm going to ask everybody to close their eyes. Take a breath. And I'm going to ask you to let go of all the worries that you may have, things that may be pending in your mind, thoughts that come and go, because that's the nature of thoughts. They come and go. They do their own thing, whether we want to or not. And I'm going to ask you to go inward. Take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. And I want you to find your center. And from your center, I want you to feel your personal power, your God presence within yourself, or your spiritual presence within yourself, whatever you're most comfortable with. Inhale, exhale, and just open yourself to the experience, letting go as I now call on the healing spirits. Imagine yourself in a beautiful forest. There's beautiful trees. You can hear the birds in the background. The wind brushes your hair. You can smell the freshness of the flowers. You find a path, you follow the path, and you're in front of a cave, the entrance of a cave. You look around and you find either an animal, a spirit in the shape of an animal that is here to go in this journey with you, or you will find a master in into the earth. As you continue to walk on this tunnel, you notice crystals on the walls. As Mother Earth shows you her light through these crystals, you may notice some amethyst. You may notice some citrine. You may notice emeralds, rubies. All the stones are here to provide healing. This tunnel now takes you into a cavern. In the middle of the cavern, there's a labyrinth. You and your animal spirit friend, or you and your master in the shape of a human, continue to walk towards the labyrinth. You now begin to walk on that labyrinth. You approach the center of the labyrinth, and you notice that you're now standing on top of a very large, flat quartz crystal. And as you stand on this crystal, a white ray of light enters from the bottom of your feet, filling your whole body with white light. Light that moves past your skin into your muscles, relaxing all the muscles in your body as they release all of their tension. This light moves past your muscles into your internal organs. You feel your stomach drop, peace in your heart, peace in your brain. This light now moves into your bones, the marrow of your bones, and down to the cellular level, filling the cells, the millions of cells, with white light. Embrace the healing. It is now time to return. As you begin to find your way out of the labyrinth, as you now go back out of the cavern, as you now find yourself in that tunnel, walking back, going in an upward direction. Finding yourself at the entrance of the cave, still with your helping spirit, helping friend, as you now say thank thank you. And as this spirit friend tells you that I'll be waiting for you for when you decide to come back and make a spiritual connection again. As you now become aware of your body, of the room, you take a breath and open your eyes. So I don't know if anybody would be willing to share what their experience was in this process. If anybody.
At the entrance of the cave, I wanted to see a cat, but a bear was there instead. And then there was also an Indian, I've been told his name was Three Fingers, not Three Feathers, but Three Fingers. So they were both there.
Well, it might be interesting to maybe look at the number 3 with numerology. It may be a way that they're telling you something. We usually also receive a message within our journey. It's interesting how you tell me that you like cats, and cats are very mellow creatures, but instead a bear showed up. So you might want to know you may be stronger than you think you are. There may be a situation in your life to where you might not be required to be a bear and not a cat.
Thank you, yes.
First of all, I want to say thank you. Really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
About 2 years ago, I had night terrors. If anybody knows what they are, I've never had a dream in my life that I remember. And they were bad. I mean, I even tore up hotel room once. So I did some hypnosis, I did some Reiki, I did some, all that stuff. Finally found the shaman that wasn't local here, but was trained in Brazil, but the Indians in Brazil, and was here. I laid down on that table and she put some rocks around me, a bunch of other stuff, spit some stuff on me, out into the drum, made some smoke, and I never had that experience again. Just went away.
One of the things that's generally believed amongst shamans all over the world that they have in common is that as we have experiences in our lives, whether it be trauma, whether it be things that happens to us as children, you know, emotional stuff, or we suffer a loss or through life, and I don't know whether you believe in reincarnation or not, but even from one life to another, we lose little pieces of ourselves. So one of the things that shamans do is they do what is called a soul retrieval. What is believed that if we lose these pieces of our spirit, negative energies filter into our body. So one of the first things that a shaman is probably going to do is remove the negative energy and then call back those pieces of yourself. So there's a lot of soul retrieving. It sounds to me that that might have happened.
Don't know what she did, but it sure worked. Sure worked. It's interesting, I opened the door to go in her place and she said, well, we're going to talk about the time when you were 5. I don't know what happened when I was 5 now. 45 minutes into it, I was 5. You know? And that was the issue. And this came right up. That was great. It was a great experience.
Anybody else?
Instead of white lights, I wasn't fanatic thinking about them. I saw red, blue, and green all swarming. Yeah. So I don't know what that would mean.
I feel like when we go into meditation, sometimes our brain will do, you know, like different things. One of the things that I believe, but this person believes, is that our body sometimes is starving in a color, ourselves, you know. So maybe when we are receiving a healing, it's going to come in the form of a color. And that could have been what I mean, none of these things can be scientifically proven.
Well, they were like this. They weren't like this, you know. So that was a little different. It just appeared.
Anyone else?
So I had a wolf show up
Okay.
who led the way in front of me all the time. And there was another being there, came huge, but when we entered the cave, it was my size. And the wolf just, like, we followed the wolf. When we got to the center, was it quartz? What was it? Okay,
Yeah,
the
it was
quartz
a giant.
was like the size of a moon. It was gigantic. So climbing up on there was very easy. The white light came up, didn't want to leave. It's like when you said, okay, time to go, it's like,
Well, we could have taken longer, but because of, time
yeah, time
restrictions.
wise. But it was like, no, I'm fine up here. Just leave me there, you know. But then again, it's like follow the wolf out. So I don't know what any of that means.
Well, I think that the animals that come to us is because they have a message in regards to our personality or how we are, viewing life, and we might need to change our perspective. I have a friend that loves to shop, and she can't save a dime, and she's did a couple of journeys, and a squirrel kept coming. So I told her, maybe you should be like the squirrel. She's a business owner, and as we know, in the summers, it's very tough here in Arizona. So I kept telling her, maybe the squirrel's trying to tell you, save money for the summer. Be like the squirrel. There's also needs to be like balance, so animals teach us something. What are we doing wrong? How are we sabotaging ourselves?
I was just wondering why he was leading and I was following, as opposed to being next to me. It's like, okay, you're showing me the way, or are you showing me that I'm following? Which was it? I don't know. I mean, that's what I was kind of, when the mind was trying to figure out what was going on. It's like, are you showing me the way, or am I being a follower? I didn't get the partner part, so I don't know. So it was kind of like, okay.
So maybe it's because you need to be a pack animal and somebody needs to be in the front. I think sometimes those messages are things that we have to ponder on ourselves and see what that message is.
Anybody else?
Sure. I was met at the cave by a massive brown bear. I mean, this guy, I thought, if this is grizzly, no, it's just a brown bear. He's really, really big. And he walked beside me the whole way. Then when I got to the crystal, that was massive. Wow. The white light was just everywhere. But the bear was very calm. He would point with his snout about to go in what direction to go. He didn't say anything when it was all the gestures and everything. So I think the interesting thing to me was that he was always by my side. He was on my right side of that. And when I left the cave and I thanked him, he just nodded accordingly.
Does he seem like a very playful bear?
He seemed very stoic, actually. I mean, it was like, I am here, you are here, let's go in here, there's something you need to see. Because, yeah, the crystals in that room, they're all different colors. They were like stalactites and just everywhere.
Could it be that you might have invited a part of you? I mean, we do project onto the animal parts of ourselves.
That's possible.
Okay, so one question. So for me, I had like a little bunny rabbit and a deer come meet me, but I led the way. Like I knew they were right behind me, but I always was ahead of them. And then when we got to the large white light, like all three of us stood up there together, like in the white light. Do you think that I just don't separate myself from being a mom right now.
Bingo.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Gotcha. That's because that's how I felt. I felt like I was protecting him the whole time. I felt like I was the one who.
Is one of your
had-
children a rabbit and the other one a deer?
I don't know. I mean, they were both adorable. And so, okay. Maybe I need to work on that a little bit.
Yeah.
I would like to believe that I have spirits to lead me.
Yes.
Not just I'm going to
Maybe
be leading.
separating yourself from identifying so much with being a mom. And like, who are you?
Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking to myself.
Well, I have something to share about you.
Oh.
And who leads this group in here this year is Dr. Rose Heller. And Rose took a class from you, Dr. Heller, Be More Charismatic, I believe, yes? Rose was petrified to get up in front of people and speak. She took his class, and that was what, just a month or two ago?
No,
No,
before.
it's end of September, beginning of
Okay,
October.
all right. And so here she is doing this. So any of you have any nerves about getting up and speaking, take Dr.
Yes.
Heller's
And
class.
I listened to
And
his recordings,
There you go.
and
So thank you.
I'm
I took
painfully
it too, and I
shy.
agreed. Really, really good.
Yes.
Many good suggestions and ideas.
I'll share it.